key to the treasure.
Get rich with One Piece. Get rich with One Piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Usopp bring out the bankroll. Jekko Mariah, he rips your soul. Brook and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck mather, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many reds, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with One Piece.
Get rich with One Piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with One Piece. 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 Get rich with One Piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with One Piece. Get rich with One Piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Usopp bring out the bankroll. Jekko Mariah, he rips your soul. Brook and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck mather, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many reds, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with One Piece.
Get rich with One Piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with One Piece. 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 Get rich with One Piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with One Piece. Get rich with One Piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Usopp bring out the bankroll. Jekko Mariah, he rips your soul. Brook and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck mather, cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many reds, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with One Piece.
Get rich with One Piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with One Piece. Get rich with One Piece. Get rich with One Piece. Get rich with One Piece.
Hello. Welcome everybody. Man, it's so funny when I kind of get into the habit of streaming again. When I haven't streamed in like a couple of days, it feels like I haven't streamed in a long ass time. Whereas before, I was taking like a break. You know, I was kind of used to not streaming, but now I was just thinking, I was like, man, how long has it been since I streamed? Today's Saturday. I know I didn't stream yesterday. I don't think I streamed Thursday, even though in my head I'd said I was going to, but I just didn't feel like it. I think there were like football games on and stuff, so I think Wednesday was the last day that I streamed. But it's been a busy weekend already. Let me say that it's been a very busy weekend. Has it been fruitful? I don't know. We'll have to see. It's OP17 release event weekend. So the official release for OP17 doesn't come out until the 28th, which is next Friday. But just like all the sets that I've been a part of, right, which hasn't been a ton. I started playing like OP. I started playing during 11, so 12 was my first like release event. But I'm assuming like, prior to they were having release events. But anyways, yeah, so they do a release event for a week, right? Our release events, I guess, where, you know, you can buy products, you can open, or you can participate in the pre-release events, which is like the first opportunity to really like get your hands on some stuff. For most people, I know that there are some people out there with connections and they can get the fucking shit days before the rest of us lowly folks can, which good for you. If I was in your shoes, I'd do the same shit, not gonna front. So yeah, we're starting to kind of like open packs, we're getting familiar, we're playing the games and things like that. And so there's a lot of things that go into the participation of these things. There's like promotional cards that are, you know, provided with the during the pre-release event. They sometimes will have like dash packs or special packs that come with the booster. So for that week before the actual release, you'll buy a box and then you'll get this special pack that comes with it. So yeah, there's actually an overwhelming amount of stuff here, like, that I want to go over with you. Thank you for the subscription. Next month is our 1 year. That's crazy. Thank you, babe. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, there's a lot here. I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking. It's Friday. Babe, if you're here and if Monkey is in bed, would you mind making me a drink? I was not gonna drink. I just kind of thought about it, but it's gonna be a long night. We're gonna be here for the long haul. So if you're here, if you're watching, if you could make me a drink, if you have an opportunity. If not, I get it. I know Mila's, I don't know if she's in bed yet. She's only been down for like 40 minutes, so that's not long enough. She got to be down for like a couple hours before she's ready for bed. But anyways, yeah, so there's just so much. And then with the actual release events, there's, you know, the promotional cards, there's the winter cards. This is more special because it's a anniversary set, so they have like more things that go along with it. And so there's a lot. I have a lot of stuff here, and y'all know I typically don't like to open a lot of stuff. I've opened a few things, just a couple, and it was the anniversary promotional cards with the stamps. Those are, and I've only opened like 2 of them. I want to say maybe 3. I think I've opened 3, maybe 3 max. But I've been to 3 events so far. 1 yesterday and then 2 today. I have 1 tomorrow, 1 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So there's quite a few, and I actually need to look that up because I'm pretty sure I was signed up for 10 of them. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm squeezing 10 into these days. Because there's got to be a day where I have multiple. There's got to be another day when I have more than just one. But I don't know. So I'll look that up here later on. You know what? I'll just look it up now because I'm not. You guys can't see my screen yet. Yeah. So we'll get into a lot of stuff tonight, man. We'll get into how I've been doing in the tournaments. Let's see. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then Oh, okay. Thursday, then Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Whatever, that's fine. So yeah, I have one each day. I was thinking to end it on Friday, but there's one on Saturday and one on Sunday too. So yeah, it's been busy, but it's busy doing hobby stuff, so it's not like important busy. Even though I do think having hobbies and that kind of stuff, they're definitely important, right? To take you away from the rigmarole of work and regular life and stuff like that. Just have something that you enjoy. But yeah, so we'll get straight into it. I do have a pack of Riftbound here because the Origins, I love opening my Origins. So we'll open that too, just to kind of keep the Origins, or excuse me, keep the Riftbound theme pumping. But we got a lot of this stuff, and then we have a booster box. So I don't know if I'm gonna open the whole booster box. Like honestly, opening a whole box isn't super enticing to me anymore. I know this stuff is mainly for y'all, and so I'll think about it. We'll go through. We'll open some packs. We'll see what happens. Let's go there. But we'll open at least half the box, right? That's where it is. But we got a lot of stuff to kind of go over. So first things first. I don't know why this is first. It's first because this is what I'm going to go over first. So the first thing is what I was talking about when you buy the box, when you buy a booster box during the when you buy it during the pre-sale week, right? And so usually they're like dash packs or whatever. They're like full arts of different cards, either in the set, or I know that some have been cards from older sets, things like that. They're just full arts, these alternate full arts. They look pretty good. There's usually one a piece in them. For the anniversary sets, they've been doing 3. This is what the anniversary set looks like. And this has 3 of them in it. 7 types in total, so 7 different cards. And they're based around the Yonko. And so this theme is supposed to be like heavily Elbaf themed, but it's, to me, in my opinion, from what I've seen, it's way more focused on the 4 Emperors, as opposed to, there's some Elbaf stuff in here. It's Luffy and the black cards. Nothing else is really Elbaf. Like, it's just, whatever. It is what it is. But so they were really making it seem like it would be very, very heavily themed. Like that would be the main theme, and that feels like more of the sub theme to the Yonko, to the 4 Emperors. But anyways, so these are those. And so again, you get those with the boosters, the booster boxes that you buy. And sometimes they just have extras and they give you extras. So I've gotten 3 boxes so far that I actually have. I have another box that someone is going to mail to me here in the next couple of days. They went and picked it up, which I'm super thankful for. They're not on here, but it's my boy Gank that, obviously. He'll be sending that within the next couple of days. No rush or anything like that, but so I have that one too. So I have 4 boxes that I'll at least have. I was hoping to buy another box today I went to 2 tournaments today, the second tournament, but this is the shop that is just so fucking money hungry. It is crazy. I really hate buying from this shop sometimes. They're selling their boxes for, guess how much? I'll tell you. $380. $380 fucking dollars is what they were trying to sell these boxes for. So everybody there was like, fuck you guys. And don't get me wrong, the workers, they were even like, this is ridiculous. Like when we were talking to them, right? They were like, they're like, nobody's gonna buy this, but the shop has an owner. It's this old dude that's in there. From time to time, he's in there sometimes, but he owns the shop, so he makes the rules. And I mean, nobody bought it. From what I saw. I don't know if some people kind of, were putting up a front and like, we're not going to buy boxes, and then ended up buying boxes like on the slide. But from my knowledge, nobody bought any of the $380 boxes, so fuck those guys. They do have another one on Thursday, and I'm sure that, I think they'll probably have a more reasonable And then that Friday they go on sale for real. So we'll see if they get like 250 is genuinely my limit for these things. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. But 380 is I'm glad it's 380 because that just makes it so off the rails that I don't feel bad for not buying it. So so we have a few of these, and like I said, sometimes they'll just give us some extra ones. So I have 6 of them, I think, 5 of them. Yeah, 5 of them, which is a pretty good number. I'll be able to. Oh, I did have 5 because I was thinking I was going to get an extra one, another one today from buying this box, but again, I didn't buy a box. But we'll open these. They have some really good promos in here. The artwork is okay. I like it. It's not anything that's like blowing me away. They're like, it feels like negative, except instead of, you know, how negative typically has like black space, it's white space. It's like white negative space, if that makes sense. We'll look at some of these here in a little bit. I'll open a couple of these at least. I don't know if I'll open all of them. I may open all of them. But they have some promos from some of the Yonko cards that have been released. We have this pack. This is from Tuesday when I was at the tournament on Tuesday with my brother. Was that this past Tuesday? Yeah, it was this past Tuesday. Hey, and Big Itchy, people asked about you, right? So people asked about you because they were the last guy you beat, he asked where you were, and some of the regulars had asked about you too. So people are asking about you. I wanted to throw that out there. Anyway, so the guy that you ended up beating, he pulled a crazy hit. He pulled a very massive, crazy hit. So, and we may take a look at that here in a little bit, and I'll show you guys what it was. If you know anything about this set, so anybody watching that knows about this set, they pulled the gold SP Luffy, right? So they have SPs for each of the emperors, not each of the emperors, but it's Buggy, Blackbeard, Shanks, and then Buggy, Blackbeard, Shanks, and then Luffy, obviously. Shanks I'm fairly certain it's Shanks. I'm like 90% sure it's Shanks, but the other 3 I know for a fact. Shanks is the one I'm not 100% sure on. I'm like 99% sure it's Shanks, but the other 3 I'm 100% sure those are who it is. But anyways, and they're gold variations, and the cards look amazing. They might be, in my opinion, the best looking cards that have been printed in One Piece. They just might be. They look amazing. They look so good. It is absolutely crazy. Like, the artwork on these cards it's just beyond words. It really is. They just look really good. And anyways, he ended up pulling a gold one. He pulled a gold Luffy at the event that we were at earlier today. So good on him. That's really dope. Anyways, let's kind of keep moving forward. So I have a winter pack. This is from Tuesday. This was the winter pack that I got from Tuesday. I just haven't had a chance to open it when my brother Big Itchy Yum Yums came and played with me. So we'll be opening that because I want to see what's in it. Even now, like it's less exciting because I've only gotten Chaka and Pels, and I want the Gorgon Sisters, and the Gorgon Sisters is down to like $30 right now. So the winter stamp Gorgon Sisters is down to $30, so it's not anything crazy. When these things were first out, they were like $200, but obviously, just like stuff with OP17, as time passes, people lose interest. Not lose interest, but the market just kind of becomes not flooded, but there's more available, right? It's all about supply and demand. The supply increases, the demands, kind of fades off, and then prices start to stabilize. So that's just what happens. And sometimes, product goes up and then the demand goes up too. So, and then the prices skyrocket. So, it is what it is. So we have those. We have the 4th anniversary tournament packs. So there's 2 cards in here. These have the stamps. These have the 4th anniversary stamps on them. All right. So We did the same. They had the same thing for the last anniversary set, which was OP. Well, they do this for all the sets. They do this for all the sets, all the pre-release events. They typically have all the uncommon and common cards with variations, with gold stamp variations, right, of whatever. You know, typically they say pre-release or whatever, but for the anniversaries, they'll say third anniversaries. I know the second anniversary, third anniversary had it, and then so does the fourth. They have a unique anniversary stamp on them. So we have a couple of those. I've opened like two again. I've opened like 2 or 3 of these so far. Haven't hit anything crazy, so I won't show those, but we'll have a couple of these to open. And then oh, this is actually really cool. Well, actually, let me show you something first. So this is the promotional card. This is Lego Luffy, is what it's affectionately being called by the community. We'll take a look once I'll switch over to the other camera view, and we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at all this stuff closer, but right now, you know, this is the money shot right here. So we'll just have to look at it this way for now. And then again, like I said, we'll be looking at them closer in more detail. But this is the promotional card, and typically what they do, these are just handed out at the start of the tournament. They have the Rainbow Leader Luffy in them, which you're playing with as the leader, and then they have this promotional card. And then what happens is the winner card is like a gold variation with the release event winner stamped on it somewhere. Yeah, so this one just has like a 4th anniversary. It's not even a stamp. It's just like printed image of the 4th anniversary logo on it. And then the winner card has like release event winner over here, and it's gold, and like the numbers and the lettering and stuff like that, and all that stuff is gold. So pretty cool looking deal. And obviously you get that whenever you win the tournament. This is what I was saying was really cool. These Don cards. So this is the first time that I've seen that they've handed out Don cards. And again, I've been doing this for about a year. They've had like, you know, multiple years before I started playing. So I don't know I can't speak on what was happening before I started playing. But we have these 2 Don cards. Again, we'll take a look at them closer. But the idea behind these is that there are going to be 10 of these total. So there's 2 in here. There's 2 of these Don cards in here. And you can see, and again, we'll look at it closer. Okay, I get it. We'll look at it closer. But you can see Luffy's arm right here kind of extending. So I think the idea behind these is like Luffy's arm is going to extend, and the 10 Don are going to create an image of the crew. So it looks amazing. They're Don cards, so you can, you know, play them out or whatever. It looks so good. I'm gonna open these. I haven't opened any of these yet, and I have a few of these, but I haven't opened any yet. And I'm gonna get more of them. I'm gonna get quite a few more at the all the events that I go to, and I'm trying to hit every single one of them. Typically, I kind of like get tired and I burn out, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm going to some of the tournaments, and I'm like, but not this one. I'm gonna go to every single one. Brought my daughter to one of the tournaments earlier today because my wife had something that she had planned already. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm trying to do a tournament. I'm not a tournament, but I'm trying to do a draft right now, and I'm not paying attention to it at all. Sheesh, I might just have to go on fucking auto draft. But I drafted some people that I really like so far, so let me go back here. Yeah, my team is pretty stacked so far, but I'm gonna try and pay attention to this so I can draft. I have a couple more picks that I really care about. Shit. You know, it's not horrible. Fuck, I missed 3 picks and just talking to you guys. That's okay, not a big deal. And I did quickly set up my my queue, so I had some people that I was like, I like this person. So I'm actually gonna start adding some people to the queue. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. Just in case I miss some stuff. God, if if I knew how to use this new app. It's this weird app I don't know much about. Makai Lemon. Yeah, let me just I just need to put some people on the list here. Yeah. I just want to put some people on the list so I'm not just drafting random shit. Okay, anyways. Yeah, the connected art, yeah, something like that, and you'll get a better idea on what I mean once I open these, because the art is connected. And again, these are the only two that they've come out with. These are the only two that's been not even leaked or spoiled, but these are the only two that have been shown so far. But we'll take a look here in a little bit. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing these release events for a while, and I've been a part of a few of them. And winning these things are hard, because the way the tournament works, if you're not familiar with the pre-release events, is you go to the event and you get all the stuff that I was showing you or whatever, and you get 6 booster packs. Okay, and from those 6 booster packs, you open them all, and you have 40 minutes typically to build a deck of 40 cards to play with for the tournament. A typical deck is 50 cards. You only play with 40 here. You know, usually there's a lot of synergy and things like that between the decks. It works with your leader. There's none of that stuff, okay? You play with the Rainbow Luffy, which has all names, all types, all that stuff. So, you know, even though it's Luffy, if a card says, if your leader is Shanks, or if your leader has the Big Mom Pirates type, those types of things, or if your leader is Slash, all those things. If you have those things, or if you have those cards, they will work with the Rainbow Luffy leader. It's how the Rainbow Luffy works. It has all types, all names, and all attributes or something like that. So it works. So all the cards will work with it if it requires a certain type for your leader. And so they're very hard, because you have to it's really just kind of luck of the draw with the cards that you get, and they're very hard. And I have won before. Let me try to think how I've won more than one. So I know I've won like raffles for them. No, I won that one. I won a raffle. So I have won 2. So it was the last one that I actually won was the girl promo with the release event winner girl. I won both of the ones that I have. Well, actually, I have 3. I bought one, but the other 2, I did win both of those. One, I just bubbled up, and my finish was good enough. I didn't go undefeated. And I don't know why my laptops are going off right now. But one, I did go undefeated, and then the other one, I finished like top 8 or something like that. So I was able to, finish high enough to win those. And then like a couple of other ones, like I won like a raffle drawing, that kind of thing. But yesterday, in the very first tournament that I participated in for OP17, your boy won. Your boy won this Luffy. And we'll take a look, but it's the same Luffy. It's the Lego Luffy that we looked at, but there's the stamp, the release event winner stamp. Gold foiling and all that stuff on it. Again, we'll take a look, but I'm very proud of myself. Not trying to blow smoke up my ass or anything like that, but I'm very proud, because this one was even tougher than the ones before, because, and let me explain why. Like I mentioned, the ones before, let me check where the oops, I forgot to do that. Okay. I'm gonna snooze some of these ads so we got more time. But yeah, so like I mentioned, the last time I had went to the same event at the same shop, this event at the same shop, when I actually won, I was top 8. I can't remember what place I finished. I think maybe I finished 8th place or something like that. And so I was able to get one, even though I didn't go undefeated. Because they typically have one event winner for every 8. That's typically how they, I think that's how most of them do it, but that's how they typically do it. That's how many they typically get. For whatever reason, they got half of that. So they only got 4 instead of 8. So it was only top 4 this time. So normally what happens is we play 3 rounds. Whoever's done between top 8 is whoever's top 8 gets it, right? But now, since they only had 4, we had to play another round in order to cut that, the 8 down to 4, make it more clear cut who would be undefeated. And so in our pod, because they have 2 pods, because there's so many fucking people that sign up for this one event. They had 2 pods. In our pod, there was like 60 something people. Like, it was supposed to be 64. I'm pretty sure 64 people signed up, but I don't know if every person stayed, but there were 64 people signed up. We'll say 64 people signed up. Out of 64 people, after 4 rounds of play, 3 people remained undefeated, and then 1 person went 3-1. 3 people were undefeated, and your boy was one of them. Your boy went 4-0, earned my Lego Luffy, and man, it's very nice. It's a good feeling, and here's why: because I'm gonna be going to like 10 of these tournaments potentially, and you go to to get the winner card, right? And getting it, these things are stressful. It's so stressful. It really is. And getting the win in the first tournament just takes off so much pressure. I'm like, I got one. If I don't win another tournament, I at least have one. Do I want to win more? Fuck yeah, I want to win more. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that here in a minute too, about my other tournaments so far. But anyways, yes. So I'm just so pumped. And what's crazy is I was like, whatever. If I'm being honest, I don't like the way the card looks that much. It's Lego Luffy. Like, it's okay. There's no. He doesn't have any sort of effect or anything like that. It's like. I'm like, it's cool. Like, the art is fine, blah, blah, blah. So, and I still feel that way. Like, it's okay. It really is. But, I, ended up winning. And then when I got home, I'm like, okay, let me look at what this card is going for now. And again, it was the first day of these release events. So it was the first day that these things were actually going out into the wild. Well, like, legally, right? I'm sure people had them and were doing some fucking, sketchy shit before, but like legally, are like genuinely having these things out there in the wild was yesterday. So I look up on eBay. People are posting them for like 800, 850. I saw some for like 1100, 1200. I'm like, there's no way people are buying these things. It's the first day. People are really excited. They're just they're just putting them up there to see what they can get bites on. Then I went and looked at the sales. People were buying them for 800 and 850. Crazy. And I saw some on like Facebook, because I'm in a couple of One Piece groups on Facebook, and people post their hits and things like that. And I saw those on Facebook, and this was today. So last night was when I was looking at it. So right after, these release events were ending. But earlier today I had looked, and somebody was asking to sell one or whatever. And he said that he had his best price right now, or he had an offer for $600 was his offer. That was when somebody was like, "Oh, I'll buy it from me for $100," and he came back and was like, "I already have an offer of at least $600." So like, obviously no, but so it is a valuable card. And so y'all know me, I'm gonna get this bad boy graded. We're gonna take a look. Or we're gonna talk about the different cards that we're going to talk about the tournaments. We're going to open some packs. We're going to do all that stuff. I probably will. So I have a turn coming up here. So I have a 8-9 round turn coming up here in just a few minutes. So I'm going to do that, and then that'll give me plenty of time. We'll start opening packs. We'll kind of jump into the real deal here in just a second, but I want to get that out of the way. So, I have a couple of picks, and then I might go on just auto draft for the rest of the draft. Delicioso. But anyways, so I was extremely pumped to do that, or to win, and I've come close in the next 2 tournaments, but we'll talk about that. Like I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and flip over. Ooh, let me change this around. Kai Lemon. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here, mate? So I'll draft these 2, and then I'm probably gonna go on. What the hell? Oh my god! I just fucking auto picked that. Well, I guess I'm fucking auto picking for the rest of the fucking draft. I did not mean to draft fucking Caleb Williams. I mean, that's not bad. I do have Josh Allen already, but fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. I'm good. They'll auto draft me for the rest of the draft. So fuck it. That actually really pisses me off. Because I guess I didn't realize I was on auto drafting. I was just sitting here looking at it. Yeah, I was finishing up a fantasy tournament. I'm in 2 leagues. One I've been doing for like over 10 years, and this other one is like new. But let's shift over to the booster pack openings. All right, so we're gonna start with Riftbound because y'all know I love my Riftbound, and I just want to get this one out of the way. You know I don't mean that. You know I don't mean that, Riftbound. You know I love you. But since this is gonna be a heavy One Piece night, I do want to get my Riftbound Origins pack out the way. And all right, hopefully we get an Eager Apprentice, Cleave, Stalwart Porro, Mystic Porro, Flurry of Blades. This card is good. I was watching for the first time. I was watching the Vendetta set in a regional. It started today. I want to say earlier today. I think it was like 4 a.m. or something like that. Or at least someone told me it started at 4 a.m. I don't know what the hell time it started, but I just watched, I watched the VOD on YouTube. But this card was prominent. I only watched like 2 rounds, maybe. I think maybe I got into the 3rd round, like a little bit into the 3rd round, but I still want to finish watching it. But today was a very busy day, so I didn't have a whole lot of time. I was, going back and forth between the tournaments and stuff. Petty Officer, Psy Scout, Windswept Hillock, Fading Memories, Imperial Decree, Stupefy. All right, so we don't have a hit potentially. Karthus. Oh, what is this? Why does it feel? Oh, Recruit. All right. I don't think anything's good here. Maybe Stupefy. Like I think I have everything here. Okay, well we'll put it there. Put it off to the side. What do we want to open first? Oh, we're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at my winner card. And so yeah, I'm super happy with this one, and like I'm not even gonna lie, like I'm very proud, like because before I wouldn't have had to play 4 rounds. I would have only had to play 3 rounds, and going 3-0, there's a very high likelihood. Oh no, if I went 3-0, I would have gotten one. So when I hit that 3rd round, I would have been good, and I had to play another round. So it was it was stressful at the end a little bit because, I was like, fuck, man. I like if this was any other set before this, 3-0 guarantees you a one of these, but you had to go 4-0, so it's just more opportunity to lose and then just lose out on the card. So it was stressful, but the card looks good. Like I said, just the card in general is fine. Like the artwork, just Lego Luffy. This is Elfbath clothes when he got kidnapped by the by that one weird giant or whatever. Spoilers, sorry, but everything is. So this is the regular artwork. I guess the regular foiling, and this is the actual foiling. There's no foiling, I guess, on this one. So the numbers, as you can see, are foiled. His helmet's foiled. He has a foil outline. His name's foiled. They have the stamp is foiled, and then it has the release event winner over there. So the card looks really good. I'm going to get it graded, so we'll see. I'm thinking about sending it off to Beckett. I was talking with some people today. This may be one of the ones that needs to go off to Beckett first. We see what Beckett gives us, and then if we have to get it regraded at PSA, then we do that. Then we do that too. But we'll just. I think we try Beckett first, and we're months away from submitting anything. At least not. I mean, Beckett maybe not. I think Beckett, like sometime in September, they're going to be restarting their lower tiers. But with the Luffy, we might go ahead and send it to Beckett. I mean, it's $15. We'll send it to it. We'll see what they give us. And then actually for this one, I might go a little bit higher. Go up a tier higher to try and get it back a little bit quicker. But if I don't get back a 10, then it obviously goes to PSA. And the PSA is going to be, probably beginning of next year before they start opening their stuff again. So really cool. Next we'll go to the Don cards. And like I said, I haven't opened any of these yet. So really excited to open these with you guys for the first time. And as we can see, this one ain't ripping. That's what, as we can see. Okay. Oh, and let's get into these. We'll get into these, but I want to talk about the tournaments. So the first tournament I went to today, just Ben Beckman, literally won this guy. Won him the match. I was in a good position. I was in a really good position, and ended up losing because he was able to Beckman my 9-cost king, which has 10,000 power. He was able to rest it and then swung, I can't remember, it's not Atmos, it's the other one where Don times 2 minus 4K. And so he had so many swings into it. He wouldn't have lived, and that one card literally changed the entire game for him, which whatever, it's fine. It happens. So I'm just kind of like, this third game, I'm not going to get too much into it because it's something that I did that was really stupid. And I was 2-0 playing the third game, played a Jaguar de Sol, which gains 12 cost, just as base effect. So it's a typical 4-cost, 6,000 power, but when it's on the board, it's a 16 cost while it's on the board. And so my opponent played a Gloriosa to try and bounce it back, but Gloriosa can bounce a 5-cost back to the bottom of the deck. And so he tried to bounce. He played the Gloriosa and tried to bounce it. And I'm like, you can't bounce it. It's a 16 cost, not a 4 cost. And so he's like, oh, would you mind if I took that back, whatever? And the idiot in me said yes. And I shouldn't have let him take that back because it literally cost me the game at that point. So it is what it is. It's fine. It's a learning mistake. I was talking to my wife about it because I was so furious at myself. Not furious at the dude because shit, he's fucking trying to win. And I was furious at myself for letting that happen, just being too nice or whatever. But I have a bigger tournament, like an actual tournament that's gonna matter. I mean, this tournament matters too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna have like a big, like my first grand scale tournament here in a month, and I need to get that dog in me for real. As far as this stuff goes, no, I'm super like, we doing locals. Yeah, I'll let you take it back. I'll do all this stuff, but if you make a mistake like that in one of these bigger tournaments, I can't be your friend. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to win. So that was a lesson learned for me, and it's one of those things that where it stings very bad. So because I'm telling you, I win that game. I win that game hands down if that Gloriosa stays on the board, because he took it back and he played something different, and then he used the Gloriosa like a couple turns later. But anyways, I've learned my lesson, and at the bigger tournaments I will be a little bit more cutthroat, because hey, it is what it is. Okay, so we're looking at this Luffy, like I mentioned, we can see the connected art here. God, that looks so good, and it's like perfect too. Like even his leg, his arm. Like it just looks okay. I guess from your guys' angle, it doesn't look that. It's not that straight, but I mean, you guys can. Yeah, see, look and so as you can see here, we have the hair of a certain Straw Hat crew member that has orange hair. So next is gonna be Nami. And then we don't know who it is after that, but pretty cool, pretty exciting stuff. Ad in progress, so I'm sorry that you guys are missing it. That sucks. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. Nami will be next. I heard some people talking, and I'm not one of those people who can remember every single thing about the lore over this show that I've been watching for over 10 years. It's been out for 20 years, you know what I'm saying? Longer than 20 years, but it's been out for so long. It's really impossible to remember all the lore that's behind it or whatever, but I heard somebody say that Luffy mentioned he wanted a 10-man crew, and so that would be really interesting, right? If all the if each Don was a member of his crew, which potentially I think there's 9 right now. I think there's 9 members of the Straw Hat crew. I don't know off the top of my head. Let me Google it real quick. How many Straw Hats are there? It says 10 members. So let's see. They have obviously Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Nico, Frankie, Brook, and Jinbei. That is 10. Okay, so they have 10. That's what this is gonna be. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yep. So yeah, that's gonna be, so each of the members are gonna have are going to have a Don. So, oh, you're back. So, okay. As you can see, I don't know if you saw this or not, but this is the start of it, and then right here, you can see that Nami's going to be next, and so I can guarantee that since I know for a fact there's 10 members now. I thought there were 9, but there's 10 members. Each one is going to have their own Don. They haven't announced when they're going to come out, when they're going to start coming out with the newer ones or anything like that. But a lot of the stuff is new, so there'll be more information. I'm sure there'll be at special events and things like that. But this is really cool. I really like this. It looks awesome. So, yep, I like those a lot. I can't wait to have all 10 of them. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be doing the same thing, but I can't wait to have all 10 of them to be able to just like slide in boys. Okay, and they actually feel really good too. They feel very, very sturdy. These are probably ones that I could probably get graded. You know what I'm saying? And want to grade everything. I have a problem. Okay, man. Let's open the winter pack. We'll go to the winter pack first. Man, these winter packs are kind of frustrating because it's just one card in there. All right, it's not Chalk Impel. It's Miss Wednesday. Yep, it's kind of bent it up, but whatever. I don't care. Miss Wednesday. Winner, chicken dinner. All right, I really think I'm starting to get the hang of the One Piece card game. I'm winning a lot. I say that after, saying that about this mistake that I made about letting this guy off the hook and all that stuff, but, I'm winning way more games than I'm losing, right? Yeah, I'm winning more games than I'm losing, just in general. I'm winning tournaments. And, playing with a meta-relevant deck definitely helps. But, and when I do not win an event, I'm usually going like 2-1. I'm not losing, 2 matches. I don't remember the last time I lost 2 matches. So I'm doing pretty well. So this is really a good build up to the next to this big tournament. So we'll see what happens. All right. I want to open one of these next because I haven't opened one of these yet at all. I haven't opened these by myself or with you guys. So these are the packs that come with the booster boxes, and they're the Yonko. And they have this, like I said, it's kind of like a negative, but it's like a white negative. You know what I'm saying? So this is Big Mom, Charlotte the Linelin. Oh, we got the Teach. Let's go. This Teach is pretty good. I haven't gotten him to work in Teach yet. I actually was thinking about this. I want to try it on the sim, where I'll pretty much replace all of the blocker Teaches, or at least 3 of them, with this Teach, and just see what happens. Is that Luffy? Did we get the Luffy? We got the Luffy already. Orale, Holmes. We got the Luffy. Hell yeah, let's go. I mean, y'all know Luffy. Luffy is Luffy. So to get Blackbeard and Luffy in the first one, that is pretty dope. Because I did pull these from their original printing. I had 2 of them, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm barely even running, or I'm not even running 1. So having 2 of them was fine, but it gave me the flexibility to kind of mess around with some stuff. But I have 5 of these, so hopefully I'm able to pull at least 2 of these, and this will give me a whole play set of these 10 cost Teaches. But yeah, I want to try it out a little bit more. And then of course we get this Luffy. This one probably won't go to this one probably won't go to to get graded because it's a little bent. This pack that they gave me was a little bent, which is kind of annoying. But and honestly, that's not even one of the recommendations. It's the edges, the corners, the surface, the centering, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so we'll open another one of those, and then I want to get into some packs. We've been streaming for an hour. I actually want to open some packs. I said we're going to open half a box. I don't know if we're going to open half a box. That's just a lot. It's a lot. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I think they're pretty nice too. And I have 5 of them, and again, I'll be getting more boxes and things like that. But I'm fairly certain I'll at least be able to get 1 of everything because there's only 7 of them. All right, so here we get the Kaido. Whoops. Well, we see everything that we got. We got another Teach, very nice. So there we go. That was what I had just spoken into existence. We have a full play set of these now, and then we get the Shanks. The Shanks looks pretty good. Shanks looks pretty good. This one actually looks crazy, man. Hold on. What? Wait a minute. This thing looks nuts. Like, just look. This Shanks looks dumb, bro. Look at that. Like, I couldn't even see it that well before I looked at it in the camera or on the screen here. But look at that. That looks really good. That looks amazing. So yeah, okay. We got some pretty good hits from that. I mean, I don't know if any of them are hits, but they look really good. Yeah. Looking real good. Okay. Let's go ahead and open our stamped 4th anniversary. Uns, un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. I cannot say my 4s in French. It's so hard. It's like quatre, quatre. It's hard. It is very hard. Cinq, six, sept, acht, nuit. Oh, 10. What's 10? What's 10? All right. Oh, we get a Haruta and a Charlotte Smoothie. And as you can see, they're all the common. I think they're all the commons. They're all the commons, all the uncommons. And they just have the 4th anniversary stamp on them. So I know quite a few people that, they collect them. They're big fans of them. There's one guy in particular that, has been at the tournament, or he's been around forever. And so anyways, he usually tries to get all the stamps from people. He's going around asking stuff, and he's not able to get to any of the pre-releases because he's doing some stuff for work. So I know some people that were trying to collect some from him. Now, I don't have a problem giving them some, but I gotta have it first. I can't be giving, like, if I get a duplicate, but I can't just be giving out ones that I don't have yet. All right. Oh, these are pretty good. I actually really like these cards. This Captain John. It's not like a Robin or a Nami or anything, but I like this Captain John. This Captain John is a really good card. It's a really good card, especially in this pre-release setting. Okay, man, we've already opened a lot of stuff. On to our box. This box I got today from one of the things that some of the shops will try and do to combat scalping is they will not force you, but they will give you a discount on the box if they can unseal the box. And so that's a very good strategy because people typically don't like to buy unsealed product, right? Even these boosters, because people can do whatever they want to with the boosters. They can, a lot of times people will just resell dead boosters, so people aren't as apt to buy the loose boosters online. And so that's something that some of the shops are doing to combat it. So for example, this is the shop that sells things for MSRP, and so they said this happened. This was in the email that they sent out when they're telling people that they have the boxes or whatever. They send it out, and they sent the email out, and they say, okay, the boxes are going to be $280, but if you allow us to unseal it, we'll give you a discount of $160, which would make it $120. So that's kind of their way to do it. There was another shop that just said we're gonna sell it to you unsealed. There was another shop that did that. So it's a way to combat. They did say that, like, Bandai was forcing them to do it. I don't know how true that is. I think that might be them just kind of passing the buck. I appreciate it because I don't want to be paying $380 for a fucking box of One Piece. But yeah, so that's why this is already unsealed. I didn't open it. The other boxes, other shops that I go to, they typically don't have that same deal where they're selling it unsealed for cheaper. I actually did ask one of the shops, and he was like, you gotta, talk to the head manager about that and blah blah blah. So, but I've been doing decent at the tournaments. I won one obviously, so I'm not having too bad at pools, but I will say this: my pools have not been shit. Like, it's been rough so far for the pools. I did get a Loki from the pools. And that Loki he did come in handy my very first game, but I didn't see him again in that, which sucks because, man, he is so good. But I didn't see him in my other 2 games, but he came in so clutch in that first game. Anyways, so that was the best card that I pulled, and then I pulled the 10 cost KO Kaido. I pulled the Gloriosa. I think I pulled 2 Gloriosas, maybe 2 Gloriosas, definitely at least 1 Gloriosa. I'm trying to think. It has been very rough. Like, barely get, like, no hits for real. I mean, I did get the Loki, but no Altars, no things like that. And then barely getting any SR. So it has been a struggle so far. But we have a few tournaments left, so we'll try and do our best at those. All right. I do not like this mustard color, but there's only so many colors until they gotta start making variations. All right. Pack numero uno from OP17. On stream, at least. On stream. All right. We get Blayheim. We'll walk through these because I know it's an hour into it, but we'll walk through them. We're only gonna open maybe 6 packs or so. We'll see. And we'll read through them. I'm more familiarized with them again, like at the tournaments and stuff. That's the reason for the tournaments, right? It gives you access to product. It lets you get familiar with the cards and things like that. So, 2 cost, 1,000 power, 1k counter, Blenheim. He's a blocker with on KO. Play up to 1 card with the cost of 1 and a type, including Whitebeard Pirates, from your hand. So, just a blocker, really. I don't know how many of these 1 costs there are. All right. Charlotte Chiffon. So 5 cost, 0 power with 1k counter. 0 power, what? That's kind of crazy. On play, you may trash 1 card with a trigger from your hand. Return up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a trigger to the owner's hand. Like, that's good if there's like 8, 9, 10 cost triggers. But there's not that many of those. Typically, the triggers are very low. But, I mean, in the future, every card doesn't have to have a use now. It could have a use in the future, right? If some different massive trigger cards are, if they become, like, super meta relevant. But, playing a 5 cost, this is basically a spell, a 5 cost spell with counter is really what it is. Struysen, 1 cost, 2,000 power. On play, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck. Reorganize them in any order and place them at the top or bottom of your deck. Then draw 1. Whitey Bay. That's my Whitey Bay. 1 cost, 1,000 power, 1k counter. On play, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with 2,000 base power or less. On your opponent's attack, you may trash this character. Your leader gains plus 1,000 power during this battle. Jinbei. So we're getting into the Elbaf package. 2 cost, 2,000 power, 1k counter. If there's a character with a cost of 12 or more, this character gains blocker and plus 3,000 power. So it's a blocker. Oh, you got an ad. Shucks. God, man, these ads, bro. They just feel like they're non-stop. All right, so we got Mazer Saber. 1 cost. Event. Counter. Up to 1 of your Charlotte Linlen gains 3,000. Plus 3,000 power. During this battle. That's a way for me to kind of stretch this out so we get through the ad. Just keep yawning. But check out this trigger. Your opponent may trash 3 cards from their hand. If they do not, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less. So Linlen is all about decisions. Like that's very lore accurate, right? So Linlen is all about the decisions and letting the person choose and that kind of thing. All right, so this is a Zoro, so it's just a vanilla 2K. Ganizui, 5 cost, 7,000 power. Again, rocks pirates. If this character would be removed from the field, you may trash 2 cards from your hand instead. So that's anything. That's battle effects, anything. On play, your leader's base power becomes 6,000 until the end of your opponent's next end phase. So it makes your leader become a 6K leader. It's okay. Charlotte Linlen, 5 cost, 5 life, yellow. When attacking, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Your opponent chooses 1. Trash 1 card from your hand. Then add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. Or trash 1 card from your opponent's hand. Queen. 9 cost, 10,000 power. Animal Kingdom Pirates with Banish. On play, down -1. Draw a card. And up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less cannot attack until the end of your opponent's next end phase. Jozu. 6 cost, 8,000 power. On play, your Edward Newgate leader's base power becomes 8,000 power until the end of your opponent's next end phase. So make sure leader 8K for this turn and the next. Shiki. I did pull a Shiki, and I realized Shiki isn't super great for this. And you know what? I guess it depends on what you pull, because Shiki's amazing. Let me just start there. Let me take a step back and I'll say that Shiki's amazing. Okay, sorry, I just dropped some cards. I wanted to make sure I had all of them. Shiki is baller, right? 7 cost, 9,000 power. Artwork looks crazy. Looks good. With rush character, so it can attack characters on the turn it's played. When attacking, or on your opponent's attack, once per turn, you may trash 1 card with a type including rocks pirates from your hand. That's where it's very hard. If you don't have a whole lot, like I realized this when I played them earlier. You have to, or when I had them, I don't know if I even played them, because I noticed that that part of the effect, it has to be a rocks pirates type card for you to get the effect. But the effect is give up to 1 of your opponent's characters negative 3,000 power during this turn. So it basically turns, bricks for rocks pirates type cards into 3K counters, or it makes one of them 3K counter one of your characters, or Shiki. It makes Shiki 3,000 power stronger. So it's good, but in this format, you have to have a lot of rocks pirates type characters for it to make sense, for it to work. So very good card though, amazing card. I do want to build rocks. I do want to build rocks. It would be the 1 leader. That and Luffy. I kind of want to build Luffy. I did get the 8 cost Luffy too. I'm thinking through these, but I didn't get anything like amazing. I did get the 8-cost Luffy. That's, you know, wasn't super great, but all right, first pack down, second pack. 2 costs, 2,000 power, 1k counter, Frankie. If there is a character with a cost of 12 or more, this character gains plus 3,000 power. On play, if there is a character with a cost of 12 or more, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. I'm really gonna look into an Elbaf Brook package because I love Brook, obviously, and there's a lot of Elbaf Straw Hat cards that would work well in Brook, right? There's some that don't. You know, your leader has to be Elbaf, but a lot of them will work, right? And the 12 cost requirement isn't that big of a deal because you play with a 17 cost. Your big monster from the deck is a 17 cost character anyways. The Pirate Docking 6 not beating that requirement kind of sucks, but with that being said, there's a lot of cards you can play that don't have a 12 cost on play requirement, and you can just have them sit on the board until you get your big body on the board, and then you have all these 5k swings. All right, Bonk, Punch, and Monster. 4 cost, 3,000 power, 1k counter, blocker. On play, KO up to one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 6 or less. Brook. 2 cost, 2,000 power, 1k counter. Same deal. I'm not going to read this every single time, but plus 3k with the 12 cost. On play, if there's a character with a cost of 12 or more, your opponent trashes 1 card from their hand. Pretty good, pretty good. Hydrogen. 7 cost, 8k, 2k counter. Son Ji. 2/2/1. On play, draw 2 cards, trash 2 cards. Again, in Brook, this would be an amazing card in Brook because Brook wants to get through your deck. You want to trash cards, so this is an amazing card in Brook. And again, you can play it on your 2-down turn, or you can play this off of a Pirate Docking 6, right? If you have everything that you need, you don't need to play your chopper. You know, you're basically going 2 cards deeper into your deck. You're essentially trashing 2 cards. Playing the chopper, you do discard 3 cards, but this character on the board, you know, draws you those 2 cards, and you get to filter out your hand, and you get an actual attacker when you get your Luffy out there. Charlotte Burlee, 3 cost, 4,000 power, 1k counter, blocker. With the trigger, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less. Full of lead. 1 cost, Stage, and if you're familiar with our OP9 Blackbeard Pirates tech, this will look very familiar because the card looks pretty much exactly the same, except it's blue and it has on your opponent's attack. You may rest the stage and trash 1 card from your hand. Up to one of your leader with a type including Rocks Pirates, or up to one of your characters with a type including Rocks Pirates gains plus 1,000 power during this battle. So the Rocks Pirates don't have any counter on their cards. So there's a lot of different interesting ways that they try and allow you to defend yourself. 1 cost event, Fulgora. Main, you may rest 2 of your down cards. KO up to one of your opponent's stages. Counter, if you have 2 or more characters with a trigger, up to one of your leader or characters gain plus 4,000 during this battle. Charlotte Cracker. I'm gonna snooze the ads for 5 minutes. The ads can only get snoozed for 5 minutes, so they're coming. 3 costs, 4,000 power, 1k counter, Cracker. Your turn, on play, you may rest 2 of your down cards. If your leader has the Big Mom Pirate type, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. So a heal for 5. With the trigger, play this card. But the effect only happens on your turn. Alright, Kaido. 5 costs, 5,000 power. Okay, we get back-to-back leader packs. Well, they don't have such things as leader packs, but there's leaders in the packs, we'll say. All right, when attacking. Oh, something else that I noticed and I actually experienced. So some people were opening boxes and things like that. At the one of the tournaments earlier, and and I confirmed this in some of my packs as well for the event. There are packs that have 2 rares and an SR in there. Like, that's unheard of. So there's 3 foiled cards in the packs. So it's absolutely crazy. So 2 rares. There's only been 2 foil cards, unless you get a Don, which we're not counting Don, but there's only been 2 foil cards, right? 2 rares are a rare and something else, right? But here they're switching it up, and you have 2 rares, and like I said, I confirmed this because I opened a pack that had this in there, so I can 100% guarantee you, because some other person that was opening packs had said it or whatever, and like was showing it to me. I was like, oh, that is awesome, that's amazing. And then I for sure confirmed when I opened a pack that had the 2 and 1 in it, which was actually crazy. But anyways, Kaido. When attacking or on your opponent's attack, once per turn, Dawn -1, give up to one of your opponent's characters negative 2,000 power during this turn. Ben Beckman, this is the card. It's good. Probably the best card in this format, in this sealed format. 7 cost, 9,000 power character with rush character, so that means you can attack characters, not the leader, on the turn it was played. And it has an on-play effect. If your leader has the red hair pirates type, draw 1 card and rest up to 2 of your opponent's characters. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There's no restriction. There's nothing. It's just rest 2 of your opponent's characters. If they're not rested, rest them. So, really good card. It was the reason that I lost my second match today. But good card. Edward Newgate. All right, 6 cost, 8,000 power. Rocks Pirates. On play, draw a card. Pretty good. Rocks wants you to have a ton of cards in your hand. Once per turn, when your leader with a type including Rocks Pirates attacks or is attacked, you may trash 1 card from your hand to activate this effect. Your leader gains plus 3,000 power during this battle. So, very, very good card. Someone had played it yesterday in the tournament. I think it was the last game that I played. And I just put all my Don on one of my characters and swung into it. I was like, no, I can't let you have this character on the board. I can't. It's too good. So he swung 1 time with it, and I just drilled into it. Howling Gab. 8 cost, 8,000 power, 1k counter with Banish. On play, rest up to one of your opponent's characters. This works really well with the Shanks leader. I'm sure we'll see Shanks here at some point. But yeah, Shanks is pretty good. 3 cost, 2,000 power, 2k counter, Inarashi and Nekomamushi. On play, up to one of your Lana Wano type characters, or up to one of your characters with a type including Whitebeard Pirates, gains rush this turn. Kingdu, 7 cost, 8,000 power, 2k counter. Jinbei, 7 cost, 8,000 power, 2k counter. Rock Star, 5 cost, 6,000 power, 1k counter with activate main. If your opponent's leader has 6,000 power or more, set it to one of your Don cards as active. Then your red-haired Pirates type leader, base power becomes 6,000 until the end of your opponent's next end phase. So this is good against the Mihawk matchup. Shanks into Mihawk, pretty much. Drunken Dragon Bagura. 2 cost event with main. You may rest 2 of your Don cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. If your leader has the Animal Kingdom Pirates type, add up to 3 Don cards as rested from your Don deck. Counter. Up to one of your leader or characters gains plus 2,000 power during this battle. All right, Black Maria, 2 cost 1K counter with blocker. On your opponent's attack, once per turn, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Up to one of your leader or characters gains plus 1000 power during this battle. Got a full of lead. Withdraw now and allow me to save face. 1 cost event for red-haired pirates. Main, you may rest 6 of your Don, so 7 Don total for this play. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters, so anything, just rest it. Then KO up to 2 of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 6 or less. Counter up to one of your Shanks gains plus 4,000 power during this battle, so pretty much for your leader. Capitan Jean, 4 cost 6,000 power. If your leader's type includes Rocks Pirates and this character is rested, your opponent cannot attack any card other than the character Captain John. Activate main, you may rest this character, draw a card, and trash a card from your hand. So it's a really good way to get this card out and activate its effect immediately, and to get, to go through your deck if needed. Ultium Page 1, 6 cost 6,000 power, 1K counter. On play, if your leader has the Animal Kingdom Pirates type, add up to 1 Don card as active from your Don deck, then KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. So it gets to ramp, kills a weenie. Ooh, not too shabby. We get the Alt Nico Robin. Alt Nico Robin. This is actually a very, very pretty card. So 2 cost 2,000 power, same, plus 3,000 power. On play, if there's a character with a cost of 12 or more, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power during this turn. But yeah, this looks freaking sweet. This actually is a good looking card. All right, that is pack number 3. We'll do pack numero 4. All right, so that's the best hit that I've gotten so far. You guys got to see it, so I think it's your guys' luck rubbing off on me. Charlotte Chiffon, Atmos, 4 cost 6,000 power. Opponent's turn, this character gains plus 3,000 power. So just very sticky body. Jinbe, Barbell, 5 cost 7,000 power. On KO, your opponent places 2 cards from their hand at the bottom of their deck in any order. Activate main once per turn. You may trash 1 card from your hand. This character gains plus 3,000 power during this turn. Mazer Saber, Black Maria, Wang Ji, 4 cost 6,000 power, blocker. With on play, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Place all of your opponent's characters with a base cost of 1 at the bottom of the owner's deck in any order. In any order of the owner's choosing. There we go. Huh. I gotta watch for that. It says base cost. All right. So basically, for this Wang Ji, Blackbeard's +1 won't matter. Fugar, 1 cost 2,000 power, 2K counter. When attacking, if your leader has the red-haired pirates type, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. On KO, draw a card. Sweet 3 generals, 6 cost 4,000 power, 1K counter. Your turn, on play, you may rest 2 of your Don cards, draw 1 card. Goodness. And add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. Then give up to 2 of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power during this turn. Newgate. 10 cost, 12,000 power. If your opponent has a character with 10,000 power or more, give this card in your hand minus 4 cost. On play, your monocolored leader's base power becomes 8,000 until the end of your opponent's next end phase. So, not good in pre-release, other than it's just a massive body that you can potentially play for 6. That sounds amazing, but the on play won't count because your leader isn't monocolored. Your leader is every colored. So it's omnicolored. So is omni one color, right? You know, omnicolor, all colors. All right. Beige, 2K counter. Kurozumi Orochi. 1 cost 0. 1K counter. On play down -1. If you have a character with a cost of 10 or more, draw 2 cards and trash 1. Zoro. 2 cost, 2,000 power. 2,000 power, 2K counter. If there's a character, blah, 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 +3. If one of your characters would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may place 3 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. So, anti-removal for any character. It doesn't have to be Straw Hat or anything. Charlotte Smoothie. 5 cost, 4,000 power, 1K counter. Your turn, on play, you may rest 2 of your Don cards. Add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. Then your opponent trashes 1 card from their hand. Whitey Bay. Drunken Dragon Bagua. Alright, we're starting to hit some duplicates. I like that because I don't have to read them all. Aramaki, really good card. 7 cost, 8,000 power blocker. On play, down -1. Draw 1. And KO up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. So clear up a lot of those weenie blockers. Monkey D. Luffy. I think this is the first Luffy leader that I pulled. So 5 cost, 5 life, black leader. All of your characters with a cost of 12 or more gain a blocker. So that's a very, very basic effect. It's crazy how basic this effect is, but it's a good effect, and this is going to be a good leader. Alright, there's no authority in the world that lasts forever. This is a 0 cost event for the Rocks Pirates. Main, you may rest 1 of your Don cards. God, this card would have won me. This card would have won me the game earlier. I could not get to it though. I don't know. Up to 1 of your Rocks D. Zebek. Luffy has all names and leaders and types. Gains unblockable during this turn. Also has a counter. Up to 1 of your leader or 1 of your characters with the type of Rocks Pirates gains +2,000. So it's a 2K counter. Kaido. So this is KO Kaido. It's the second one I pulled. Like I said, I pulled another one in the tournament. 10 cost, 12,000 power. All character cards in your hand without a counter have a +1,000 counter. So it turns your bricks, your character bricks, into counter cards. Has activate main once per turn, Don -1. If this character was played on this turn, negate the effect of up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less during this turn and KO it. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good card. Okay, I got energy for 1 more card or 1 more pack, and then we'll go from there. Or we'll go to bed because I'm hitting a straight wall. All right, we got another Orochi. Monkey D. Luffy. 4 cost, 5,000 power, 1K counter with on play. You may rest 1 of your Don cards. This character gains Rush during this turn. Activate main. Once per turn, if you have 5 or less cards in your hand, set up to 1 of your Don cards as active. It's a very weird card. I don't know where that's supposed to be, what that's supposed to be doing, but whatever. 4 cost, 3,000 power, 1K counter. Oh, we read this one already. Yeah, Zofro. I think he's seen an ugly future. 0 cost event. Main, you may rest 4 of your cards. Oh, you may rest 4 of your cards. I was thinking 4 of your Don. But you may rest 4 of your cards. Rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters. Huh. That's interesting. Anyways, it has a counter. You may trash one card from your hand. Up to one of your leader or characters gains plus 3,000 power during this battle. Charlotte Smoothie, we read. Scratch one approved. Pooh's just 2K. Gum Gum Kong Gun. Oh, so you guys must just have finished a commercial or an ad, my bad. Haven't seen wasn't anything in here. This one is new though. One cost event. You may rest 6 of your down cards, so 7 in total. If there is a character with a cost of 12 or more, KO up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less. Counter, your leader gains plus 3 during this turn, or during this battle. Nami, 1 cost, 2,000 power, 1k counter. On play, you may trash 1 Elbaf type card from your hand. Draw 2 cards. I really want to build an Elbaf Brook. Charlotte Katakuri, 6 cost, 4,000 power, 1k counter. Your turn on play. If your leader has the Big Mom Pirates type, add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. Then give up to one of your opponent's characters negative 3,000 power during this turn. Wang Ji. Did I only get 1 rare in this pack? Okay, that's kind of lame. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What are they doing with these fucking packs, man? That's just so crazy. So I got 3 uncommons. I got the Nami, I got the Wang Ji, and the Katakuri. That's wild. And then we got this, I don't even know if I've seen this event. 1 cost. Don't you know that even in the cruel world of pirates, there's still a code of honor? So this one has main. Your Charlotte Linlin leader gains unblockable during this turn. It also has a 4k counter for leader. Or your Charlotte Linlin, I guess. Huh. That's not how I wanted to end that. It's not how I wanted to end that. But it will be because your boy is tired. Yeah. So I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. I do have a couple of things to do. I only have 1 tournament, but I have some other things to do outside of that as well. But we did get a hit. So that's pretty cool. Got a hit out of our first few packs. Hopefully we get a hit at this tournament tomorrow. We'll be opening at this tournament. It'll be our 4th tournament, so it'll be a total of 24 packs that we've opened outside of, you know, these packs. It'll be a total of 24 packs, and that'll be a box. That's a box. So there's a box outside of that. And so we've gotten very unlucky as far as like the numbers are concerned, which is fine. It happens. It is what it is. But yeah, this shop that I go to tomorrow typically for whatever reason, I'm not superstitious or anything like that, but typically I get good hits at this shop. I don't know what it is. The shop just blesses me. I get hits at this shop. So I've only gotten 1 secret rare so far. It was a Loki, which is pretty good, but you know, and then from this actual box, you know, with the set number of set range of hits, we did get 1 hit on the Sneeko Robin, which is a pretty good hit. I'm actually happy with it. But anyways, other than that, guys, thank you very much. I'm super grateful. I'm super appreciative of you for sitting here watching me for an hour and a half. I'm sorry we're not opening a box. I know that was something that I really enjoyed doing it too. I've kind of lost the spark to do that, especially since I just get so tired. Sometimes I'm just really tired right now and I gotta go to bed. Woke up way too early, but I'm glad that you guys are here. I should be streaming tomorrow. I really want to, so I should be here. So check me out tomorrow. And until next time, guys, Good luck on your hits, or good luck on your rips. I mean.